Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. And in this video we're going to be going over the mindset of winners. We're going to be watching a video from the PBD podcast. It's from Patrick Bet David. I don't know if you guys know who this guy is. He's a leader in business currently, and I really admire some of the things that he's been doing. So we're going to be going over what he has to say, and I'll be giving some input. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video.
Alright guys, so here we are. We're looking at this video from Patrick Bet David, and he'll be explaining to us what the winner mindset is.
So this past Sunday night, my youngest son Dylan made it to the championship game in a league that he's a part of, and he's excited.
The little league.
Prior to that, he scores a winning goal. He gets his first yellow card. They're excited. The team they're facing, they lost to them 0-1, which means they can beat them. There's 200 people there. Parents were lining up. It's 7:15. Game's about to start. Boom! They start the game, and they end up losing 0-3. The game ends. Kids are crying. They go up on stage, and everybody wants to leave, and the coach is like, no, we got to go get our trophies. Like, nobody wants a second-place trophy. Like, okay, let's walk up now. At this point, it's like 9:30. Sunday night, I got to put them to sleep. But we go up there. First team goes up, and they get this big plaque, and the coach says, say you're a champion. Say you're a champion. And Dylan's standing right there, hearing this coach telling us, you're a champion. And they go up. And you see them go up with a defeated face. A couple of the kids are crying. They come down. Coach has a conversation with them, so I take them to the field.
That's what happens. All winners have to lose.
He wasn't doing. And I'm talking to this kid. I'm like, why don't you do this? You typically do this. You typically do that. So we get in the car. I said, Dylan, I want to talk to you about something. He says, what's that, Dad? Because he says, Dad, I like for you to be there when we leave games. I said, tell me why. He says, because I like the feedback you give me. I love the fact that this is what he's telling me. So we're driving home, and I said, Billy, you know what I noticed about you in the championship game? I said, you were waiting for perfect pass to score a goal. So he says, what do you mean? I said, you know, Del Curry is the father of Steph Curry. Del Curry was known as one of the greatest shooters of all time. During his time,
I don't know a lot about basketball, but I do know that Steph Curry.
The difference, Del Curry was a spot-up shooter, which means you give him the ball, he hit the shot. Right? Steph Curry, they did a study on how many miles he runs in an average NBA game. He runs 2.3 miles in an average NBA game. And a defender, if they look away for 2 seconds, he's gone, okay? That's what the scientists looked at how Steph Curry plays. I said the difference.
So he runs 2.3 miles a game. It's interesting.
Four-time champion is because Steph Curry is a playmaker. Del Curry just waited to shoot the shot. He says, where are you going with this, Dad? I said, you weren't playing like a playmaker. You were playing like, hey, I'm open, give me, I'm open. You hustle. You didn't play like a playmaker. He says, I don't understand.
Gotta open up spots.
You have to realize how this thing works.
Gotta think how the game works.
In a company will wait till somebody tells them what to do. You know,
in soccer, you have to open up spots, even just distract the defense.
They're not going to move up in any company. And by the way, they can go from company,
even if you don't get the goal, or even if you don't get the ball, asking for the ball is
bitch about the previous company, and they'll go 5 companies, 10 companies, 20 companies, thinking it's the company. You're not
gotta blame yourself.
But playmakers,
it's you. It's all up to you. You versus you.
That I value.
That leads to a win.
Have a job with me. Always have a job with me. Great attitude, effort. You're a team player. You're constantly innovative and thinking about ideas, and you provide results. Now, if you want to get major raises, then it's, specialized skill, leadership, you know how to deal with people, conflict resolution. But those 5, I value a lot. So going back to you, watching this video, this is the old school Motivation Monday videos for you. Are you a playmaker? Is that what you do? Or do you wait till somebody tells you what to do? In your family, with your kids, are you a playmaker?
Very true.
For them to come to you with a problem and you tell them what to do. Do you
gotta always think ahead.
Gotta make moves with them, and you proactive before something happens to them. With your finances, are you a playmaker, or do you wait till God forbid something happens to your family? I wish we had a life insurance policy. I wish I had health insurance. I wish I had auto insurance. You take initiative. The concept of a playmaker isn't about being a soccer player or sports. This past weekend, I took Dylan. My dad's birthday. My dad's turning 82 years old tomorrow. He was born in 1942. And I took my dad to a tennis tournament, fastest tournament I've been to. An hour and 13 seconds, game's over. But I take Dylan to the quarterfinals of Inter Miami. He's playing.
Inter Miami is one of the most popular soccer
his persistence, he
teams.
wouldn't leave. It's a school night. We did not leave till 11 o'clock. He made
Yep.
every single one of the employees at Inter Miami, told everyone, I'm not leaving here tonight until you introduce me to Messi. I'm like, Dylan, these people don't owe you nothing. I'm not leaving. And he's using his charm. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm like, oh my, and you know what I'm doing? I'm not getting in the way. I'm allowing him to be rejected or
That's what you need.
and persuade, right? And finally, I'm just kind of like staying here.
You know, test
and
yourself.
Like, okay, just do me a favor. Go into suite 7 and just wait. And I'm going to tell you. But when you do, you have to listen to me, no problem. The game's been over with for an hour and a half. We're sitting in 7. Vinny and my dad are like, we're going to go sit in the car, man. We're not going to see Messi tonight. All of a sudden, the girl comes, okay, come on. And we're going, oh my God, where's it? Grab the phone. Walk outside.
So what persistence leads to.
He's talking to Messi, and you know the famous legendary security guard that Messi has that is always pushing people around? He lets Dylan in. Dylan and Messi are talking, takes a picture. We get in the car, we leave, he's on fire. What's the point? Gotta be a playmaker. He was a playmaker in the area of getting the picture for Messi, but in the championship game, Dylan,
He wasn't.
watch this video.
Gotta always push yourself,
Why
always.
did you make this video? Because one day you can share this video with your kids when daddy's no longer around and tell the story. In life, our job, my job, your job, all of our jobs is to be the best playmaker we can be for ourselves, for the company we work with, for our community, for our background,
everyone
for our church, for our country, for whatever you do. Your job is to be a playmaker. Your job is not to sit around with opportunities coming your way. Go within the company and make things happen. That mindset will give you higher odds of moving up in any company and having your dreams becoming a reality.
Always. And this branches back to the fitness that I always like to talk about. Whenever you're training, whenever you're working out, whenever you're doing anything, you need to be proactive. You can't be blaming your genetics on it. And I did a previous video yesterday on genetics, how that plays a role on muscle building and all of that stuff. Don't blame bad genetics on your physique. You have to push yourself, and you always want to be a better version of yourself. You can't be blaming things that are around you for what you have, because in the end, even though there might be certain things that are out of your control, things that are within your control, things that you need to primarily focus on. That's the driver to success. That's the only way you can get up from where you are, is focusing on things that you can't control. And something like that, I had a teacher who used to tell me a lot, it's better to be proactive than reactive. Think of the ways to prevent mistakes from happening or get ahead of any potential problems you have in the future, instead of just waiting for things to happen. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see next, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye bye.